Hey, fellow preppers from all corners of the United States. The clock is ticking, and the time to act is now. I've got something critically important to talk about today. Picture this: you wake up one morning to find out that the essential tools and supplies you rely on for survival, the very items that keep you and your loved ones safe, are suddenly unavailable, completely off limits. Can you imagine the panic and chaos? That's why we're here today, to get ahead of the game and secure those vital items before they become illegal. In this video, we're diving deep into the top 8 prepping items you absolutely must get your hands on before it's too late. This isn't just about staying a step ahead, it's about making sure you and your family are prepared for whatever comes your way. Get ready because we can count them on the must-have essentials that could make all the difference in a crisis. Stay tuned, and let's make sure you're fully armed with the knowledge and supplies you need to survive and thrive. 8. The strategic use of high-powered flashlights for self-defense. Imagine you're out late and suddenly you're confronted by someone with bad intentions. How you respond in those crucial moments can make a world of difference. One often overlooked self-defense tool is the high-powered flashlight. This isn't just about lighting up a dark alley, it's about leveraging light in a way that can disorient and stun an attacker, giving you those invaluable extra seconds to either flee or prepare to defend yourself more aggressively. Let's break down why this should be your go-to item in a pinch. You may have come across smaller, handheld flashlights often marketed as tactical. Their tactical designation stems from the sheer power of their lumens output. To put it into perspective, for a flashlight to effectively impair an attacker's vision, even if only temporarily, you need one with at least 500 lumens. That amount of light is enough to cause temporary blindness, giving you a vital window of opportunity to act. However, don't underestimate flashlights with 200 lumens, particularly if they have a focused beam. Under the right conditions, they can still deliver a disorienting burst of light. Many of these tactical flashlights come equipped with something known as a crenellated strike bezel. If you're not familiar with this feature, it consists of jagged edges around the flashlight's head designed specifically for striking. Some models have more pronounced crenellations than others, but their primary function remains the same: to add another layer of defense. This transforms your flashlight into a makeshift weapon that can bolster your fists, similar to how a Koboten would. Now, let's talk about the big guns flashlights with 1,000 lumens or more. These are more than sufficient for disorienting someone, but the true behemoths are flashlights boasting an incredible 100,000 lumens. These aren't just bright, they can illuminate an entire area as if it were broad daylight, potentially blinding multiple aggressors simultaneously. While it's unlikely that laws will make flashlights illegal, having such a powerful tool is an excellent precaution in a world where traditional self-defense methods may be restricted. Switching gears, let's envision a dystopian scenario where your basic rights to self-defense are stripped away. Traditional weapons are no longer an option, and it's up to you to think outside the box for protection. In such dire circumstances, a seemingly mundane item like a fire extinguisher can become a surprising ally. Most of us see fire extinguishers purely as tools to combat flames, but they have the potential to be much more. When used with intent, a fire extinguisher can be an imposing defensive mechanism. Once activated, it releases a cloud of chemical powder designed to smother fires. This same powder can irritate human eyes and respiratory systems, potentially stopping an attacker in their tracks. This gives you that all-important window to make your escape. Consider also the physical canister of a fire extinguisher. Its weight and heft make it a formidable blunt instrument. In a high-stakes situation, you can leverage this to fend off or incapacitate an assailant, buying even more precious time to get to safety. Both flashlights and fire extinguishers are valuable prepping items because they serve dual purposes. Their primary functions as lighting tools and fire safety devices make them household essentials, but their potential as self-defense items make them indispensable in scenarios where legal self-defense tools might be restricted. Stocking up on these items before any potential regulation changes can provide a significant tactical advantage. In a world where your right to defend yourself might be increasingly curtailed, the humble flashlight and fire extinguisher become more than just practical tools. They transform into vital components of your self-defense strategy. 7. A loud hand-operated air raid siren. Now, before you roll your eyes and dismiss this as something straight out of a World War II movie, bear with me for a moment. The psychological impact of a sudden, overwhelmingly loud noise should not be underestimated. In a crisis situation where you're trying to deter an aggressor or signal to others that you're in distress, the piercing wail of an air raid siren can be incredibly effective. Imagine this: you're facing a potential threat, whether it's an intruder in your home or an assailant in a dark alley. The blaring noise from an air raid siren can create a critical moment of confusion and hesitation in the mind of your attacker. These sirens can emit sounds that exceed 120 decibels, equivalent to the deafening roar of a live rock concert or the jarring buzz of a chainsaw right beside your ear. At such volumes, the noise doesn't just annoy, it disorients and can even cause physical pain, buying you that precious window of opportunity to either escape or ready yourself for defense. But that's not the only advantage. The sound of an air raid siren can travel across considerable distances. This auditory alert system can notify neighbors or even law enforcement of a potentially dangerous situation, turning what could have been an isolated incident into one that draws immediate attention and potentially prompt intervention. In an emergency situation, these critical seconds could be the difference between facing a threat alone or receiving timely assistance. However, there's an important caveat here that you need to take seriously. The legality of owning and using such a device can vary widely depending on where you live. In some jurisdictions, utilizing a device that creates such a significant noise disturbance could land you in hot water with the law, especially if used in a non-emergency setting. The potential for causing widespread panic or unnecessarily distressing individuals suffering from PTSD or other noise sensitivities also cannot be overlooked. Before you go rushing out to add a hand-operated air raid siren to your self-defense arsenal, thorough research into local laws and regulations is an absolute must. This isn't just about ensuring your own safety, it's about being a responsible community member and avoiding unintended legal complications. Take a moment to consider the ethical implications as well. While the device might offer a robust deterrent in a genuine emergency, misuse could lead to a whole set of problems you hadn't bargained for. This is not a decision to take lightly. The last thing you want is to resolve one issue only to find yourself tangled in a legal quagmire or causing harm to others unintentionally. 6. An auto-reloading crossbow. In today's unpredictable world where the only constant is uncertainty, staying prepared isn't just a choice, it's a necessity. The auto-reloading crossbow, specifically the Cobra System R-Series Adder Tactical Repeating Crossbow, isn't merely a tool. It's a lifeline for survivalists and enthusiasts alike. Unlike average crossbows, the Cobra System R-Series Adder stands as a testament to the fusion of age-old weaponry with modern-day technology. Let's explore why this crossbow is a must-have for anyone serious about preparedness. So why exactly is the Cobra System R-Series Adder a game changer? For starters, it boasts a groundbreaking design that redefines rapid fire. Imagine having a crossbow that comes equipped with a magazine, eliminating the need for manual reloading after every single shot. Yes, you heard that right, a magazine in a crossbow. This magazine can hold up to 5 arrows, allowing for quick, successive shots. Now, this is a critical advantage, especially in high-pressure situations, whether it's for self-defense or hunting purposes. In moments where every second counts, the ability to fire multiple shots without having to pause to reload can make all the difference. Now, let's talk about the design of the Cobra System R-Series Adder. This isn't just any crossbow, it's compact, tactical, and engineered for real-world scenarios. Whether you're navigating dense wooded areas or maneuvering through urban landscapes, the crossbow's design ensures it's as easy to carry as it is to use effectively. It's not just about portability, it's about versatility and functionality in diverse environments. But what sets the Cobra System R-Series Adder even further apart is its customization potential. Thanks to its PKD rails, you have the freedom to customize your crossbow to meet your specific needs and preferences. We need a scope for better accuracy. Done. I want to add special grips or tactical sights? No problem. These rails allow you to tailor your weapon to fit various scenarios, enhancing its versatility exponentially. One of the standout features of the Cobra System R-Series Adder is its self-cocking mechanism. This might sound like a small detail, but in the world of crossbows, it's a game changer. The lever not only cocks the bow, but also advances the next arrow from the magazine automatically. This reduces the physical effort required to operate the bow, making it accessible to a broader range of users. Inclusivity and survival preparedness go hand in hand, and this feature ensures both. When it comes to weapons, comfort and stability are non-negotiable, and this crossbow doesn't disappoint. It features an adjustable stock and foregrip, allowing for a level of customization that ensures both comfort and accuracy. This adaptability is crucial, especially when you're under stress and need to maintain your aim. Despite its rapid-fire capability, the Cobra System R-Series Adder does not compromise on power or accuracy. It is engineered to deliver consistent performance, which is vital whether you're hunting game or in a self-defense situation. However, remember that with great power comes great responsibility. It's crucial to understand the legal considerations surrounding the ownership and use of the Cobra System R-Series Adder. Crossbow laws vary significantly by region, so it's essential to stay informed and compliant with your local regulations. Responsible ownership isn't just about following the law, it's about ensuring that you can use your crossbow safely and effectively when it matters most. The consequences of illegal or irresponsible use are severe and can undermine the very preparedness you're striving to achieve. 5. All right, folks, before we wrap up today's gear showcase, I've got one more item that's flying under the radar in the prepping community, but trust me, you'll want to hear me out on this. It's the versatile and often misunderstood stun baton. I can already hear the questions buzzing. Why are we talking about stun batons? Here's the deal. In the world where personal safety is increasingly becoming a pressing concern, having a non-lethal option to defend yourself and your loved ones could be invaluable. And yes, we are diving deep into the legalities of these devices because laws are always evolving. At any moment, regulations can change, and the stun baton could become restricted or banned, so it's crucial to consider acquiring one before such limitations come into play. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of what makes the stun baton more than just your average cattle prod. This isn't a flimsy gimmick. It's a high-voltage, low-amperage device designed specifically to incapacitate a threat while minimizing the risk of permanent harm. It strikes the perfect balance between providing peace of mind and offering a non-lethal means to protect yourself, a solution that sits comfortably between physical confrontation and lethal force. In the true spirit of preparedness, it's vital to have a variety of options. This particular model of stun baton comes packed with several features that set it apart. For starters, it's rechargeable. No more hunting for batteries when you need them most. A simple charge, and you're ready to go, ensuring it's always prepped for action. Next, it includes a built-in flashlight, an essential tool in any emergency situation. This feature not only aids in visibility when you find yourself in the dark, but can also serve to disorient a potential attacker, giving you the precious seconds needed to make a calculated move. Imagine navigating through a power outage or a darkened escape route. This flashlight doubles as your eye in the storm. Moreover, the stun baton is built with durability in mind. Its design includes a rugged, rubberized grip that ensures it won't slip out of your hand even in the most stressful situations. Pair that with a strong metal frame built to withstand the rigors of your bug-out bag or the harsh conditions of any survival scenario, and you have a reliable companion ready to face whatever comes your way. Let's be clear, I'm not suggesting you run around zapping everything that moves. Like any tool in your prepping arsenal, this stun baton comes with responsibility. Proper training and a clear understanding of the laws in your area are paramount. Used correctly, it could mean the difference between being a victim and being a survivor in a scenario where calling for help isn't an option and escape is out of the question. So, to sum up, folks, this stun baton is another crucial piece of gear to consider adding to your prepping toolkit. As you continue your journey in preparedness, always remember to do thorough research, stay informed about legal changes, and use your tools responsibly. 4. Pepper sprays. As legal restrictions loom, it's more important than ever to consider adding this essential item to your survival kit before it's too late. Pepper spray isn't just any ordinary piece of gear, it holds a unique place in the world of self-defense. Unlike more typical prepper tools, the reasons for having pepper spray in your arsenal are compelling, and its benefits are substantial. Pepper spray serves as a powerful deterrent, striking the perfect balance between effectiveness and non-lethality. The active ingredient, capsaicin, derived from chili peppers, is the key to its potency. When deployed, it unleashes an intense burning sensation, temporary blindness, and respiratory discomfort upon the assailant, incapacitating them just long enough for you to make a timely escape, all without causing permanent harm. So why is this item under scrutiny? Pepper spray's utility in self-defense scenarios has placed it in the crosshairs of increasing legal restrictions across numerous local and national jurisdictions. In some regions, regulations have already tightened, with more severe restrictions potentially on the horizon. Acquiring pepper spray now, while it's still permissible, might be one of the smartest decisions for those serious about personal safety and protection. It's essential to understand the significance of responsible usage when integrating pepper spray into your survival toolkit. Think of it as a shield rather than a weapon, meant to provide a crucial window of opportunity to get to safety, not to engage in combat. Knowing how to use it effectively, understanding its range, effects, and the discipline it requires is critical for both safety and legality. Now, let's focus on a specific example that embodies the pinnacle of personal defense, the PS Products Eliminator Pepper Spray. Unlike conventional options, this is designed with portability and potency in mind. In a situation where every second counts, you need a tool that is both reliable and easy to access. Housed in a 3/4 ounce canister, the PS Products Eliminator is compact enough to be discreetly carried on a keychain, slipped into a pocket, or stashed in a purse. However, don't let its size mislead you. This compact dynamo delivers a concentrated stream aimed at reducing the risk of blowback, which is particularly advantageous in windy conditions or confined spaces. The precision of its spray ensures that you can accurately target an assailant from a safe distance, effectively maintaining a crucial buffer zone for your safety. A standout feature of the PS Products Eliminator Pepper Spray is its impressive range, which can reach distances of 8 to 10 feet. This extended range allows you to keep a safe distance from potential threats, drastically increasing your chances of averting danger without the need to close in on an attacker. The quick-release key ring is another thoughtful touch, designed for high-stress situations where every moment matters. This mechanism ensures that the spray is ready to use instantly, minimizing any fumbling or delay. Safety is a paramount consideration in the design of the PS Products Eliminator. It comes equipped with a safety lock to prevent accidental discharges, ensuring that you won't accidentally harm yourself or others in non-threatening situations. However, it's vital to remember that the effectiveness of any pepper spray, including the Eliminator, can be influenced by external factors like wind direction and the assailant's sensitivity to capsaicin. Additionally, the legal landscape concerning pepper spray is a complex web of varying regulations. It's crucial to familiarize yourself with the laws in your specific area before purchasing or carrying pepper spray. Some locations have stringent bans or require permits, so doing your homework beforehand is essential. 3. Powered air purifying respirators, or PPRs, which might just be the ultimate prepper's secret weapon. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: a powered respirator. Is this a scene out of a sci-fi movie? But in a world where the air around us can quickly turn dangerous, PPRs are more than just gear for the paranoid. They are cutting-edge devices that could potentially save your life in critical situations, making them essential items to consider adding to your prepper arsenal before regulations make them harder to obtain. So, what exactly is a paper and why should you care? Simply put, a paper is a sophisticated piece of equipment that uses a battery-powered blower to pull contaminated air through a high-efficiency particulate air HEPA, giving you a continuous supply of clean, breathable air. This is especially beneficial in scenarios involving chemical spills, pandemics, or natural disasters where air quality takes a severe hit. Imagine you're in a situation with airborne contaminants, biological threats, or engulfed in thick smoke situations where the air itself could be your worst enemy. In these high-risk moments, a paper provides a literal breath of fresh air, potentially saving your life when every inhalation counts. This becomes even more critical for individuals with respiratory conditions, as well as vulnerable groups like the elderly and children who are more susceptible to poor air quality. But here's where it gets tricky. The legality of owning and using PPRs for personal safety isn't straightforward. Laws differ widely depending on your location. In some regions, Gear perceived as tactical or military like PPARs could bring you unwanted legal trouble. So, while outfitting yourself with a piece of equipment that wouldn't look out of place in a dystopian novel might seem extreme, it could very well be the fine line between safety and peril in certain situations. It's crucial to underscore that this isn't about sowing fear, but about equipping you with vital knowledge. For those seriously contemplating adding a paper to their emergency kit, understanding how to operate and maintain one is essential. These devices require regular battery charging and filter replacements to ensure they are always ready for action. So, do your homework, investigate the legalities specific to your area, get accustomed to its upkeep, and determine if a paper is a practical addition to your emergency preparations. PPARs fit seamlessly into a broader personal safety strategy that might already include tools like stun batons, flares, high-powered flashlights, fire extinguishers, and pepper sprays, or even the almost indestructible security umbrella. The paper adds another protective layer, but its effectiveness and legality rest on your responsible and informed use. Now, let's switch gears to a practical point often overlooked. Many people think they're fully prepared with just a gas mask in their emergency kit. But have you tried doing anything physically strenuous while wearing one? It's tough because the filter naturally restricts airflow, making it difficult to breathe, especially during high-intensity activities. Here's where PPARs truly stand out. They take the effort out of breathing by drawing air through the filter with a battery-powered blower, ensuring a smooth airflow even when you're on the move. The flexibility of PPARs is another plus. You can connect them to any standard gas mask with NATO 40mm filters, making hazardous environments much less daunting. Of course, it's not all perfect. The paper adds some weight and can limit your mobility by taking up the space of a backpack. However, with options to mount it on your chest or integrate it into your backpack, the paper provides a range of ways to carry it without hindering you. The comfort and breathability offered by PPARs compared to traditional gas masks are substantial. It's the difference between night and day. So while gas masks alone are a staple, a paper can elevate your preparedness to a whole new level, ensuring that you're ready to face any airborne threat with ease and efficiency. 2. Chlorine Maker Sec 200. Now, I know what you're thinking, who puts a chlorine maker on a list of survival gear, right? Bear with me, and I promise it'll all make sense. First off, let's get a clear idea of what this device does. The Chlorine Maker Sec 200 is primarily designed for one crucial task: water purification. This handy gadget turns salt water into chlorine through the process of electrolysis, ensuring you have clean and potable water even when the odds are against you. It's an ingenious piece of kit that can be a literal lifesaver when you're in a pinch. But today, we're peeling back the layers and exploring a different side of this device, a more unconventional and somewhat controversial use. Imagine you're in a high-stress survival scenario. Maybe you're bunkered down, defending your safe haven, and you need every bit of leverage you can muster. That's where the Sec 200 steps up its game. Here's the deal: in a dire situation where you need to secure a perimeter or create a defensive barrier, the ability to produce chlorine can be a game changer. We're talking about creating a non-lethal deterrent chlorine gas. Before you gasp, let me emphasize that this is not to be taken lightly. Chlorine gas, while potentially hazardous, can be used strategically and safely to deter aggressors and allow you precious time to either call for help or make your escape. The crucial word here is safely. The Sec 200 enables the controlled production of chlorine gas, giving you a defensive edge without turning the situation deadly. But hold up, it's vital to tread carefully with this concept. The production and use of chlorine gas come with a host of legal and ethical implications. We're not advocating for anyone to cross legal boundaries or put themselves and others at unnecessary risk. The balance between preparedness and legality is delicate. In many jurisdictions, the production and deployment of chlorine gas, even for defense purposes, is strictly regulated because of its potential dangers. It's essential to do thorough research on local laws and, if possible, consult with chemical safety experts or legal advisors before even considering this route. So why include the Sec 200 on this list? It represents the quintessential dual-use technology, a tool designed with one purpose in mind that has the potential for other, more extreme applications. It underscores a critical aspect of prepping, understanding the versatility and power of the tools you choose while maintaining a steadfast commitment to safety and legality. Remember, the ethos of self-defense is to protect you and your loved ones without inflicting undue harm and without stepping over the legal boundaries set to maintain public safety. Using the Sec 200 as a chlorine gas producer should be the absolute last resort in an extreme situation, and even then, it should be done with a comprehensive understanding of the risks involved. 1. Maritime distress flares. Kicking off this list, we have maritime distress flares. And no, I'm not talking about your average roadside emergency flares that fizzle out in 15 minutes. We're discussing the heavy-duty, high-intensity, long-duration maritime distress flares that are practically a beacon of hope when everything goes sideways. Imagine yourself stranded in a remote location or lost at sea. The weather has turned for the worse. It's raining cats and dogs and visibility is almost zero. Wouldn't you want a powerful signal flare that can pierce through the gloom and be seen miles away by rescuers? These flares are designed to be bright, fiery beacons capable of cutting through even the harshest weather conditions. It's like having your very own lighthouse in the palm of your hand. This unparalleled visibility is crucial for not just signaling rescuers, but also communicating with your group over long distances when radios and other conventional methods are out of play. But wait, there's more to these flares than you might think. Besides their obvious signaling capabilities, maritime distress flares can be a game changer in other survival scenarios too. Picture this, you're deep in the wilderness and suddenly find yourself face to face with a wild animal, or even worse, a hostile individual. A timely flare shot can act as a non-lethal deterrent, potentially scaring off wildlife or intimidating a two-legged threat. It's an unexpected layer of security that transforms a simple signaling device into a multifaceted survival tool. Now, you may be thinking, why the rush to get these flares before they become illegal? The answer lies in evolving legislation. Around the globe, laws are tightening on items that can be classified as pyrotechnics or signaling devices, primarily due to their potential misuse. As the regulatory noose tightens, the availability of these life-saving tools could diminish. By getting your hands on maritime distress flares now, you're bolstering your survival kit with an irreplaceable tool that might not be available in the plurper. Of course, with such power comes significant responsibility. Handling these flares is no joke and demands strict adherence to safety protocols. These are not toys, and mishandling them can lead to severe consequences, both legally and physically. Before you add these to your gear, make sure you're well versed in their operation and fully aware of the legal requirements in your area. Misusing flares can result in catastrophic fires, severe injuries, or even legal trouble, so it's crucial to know what you're doing. So, what's the final takeaway here? Maritime distress flares are an incredibly underestimated yet immensely valuable part of any survival kit. Whether it's for signaling, illumination, or providing a non-lethal defense mechanism, the utility of these flares can't be overstated. Just remember, it's not enough to possess these tools. You must act responsibly and stay informed about the ever-changing regulations governing their use. In summary, the landscape of prepping is rapidly evolving, driven by changes in legislation and societal norms. The 8 items highlighted in this guide are more than just tools. They represent a commitment to safety, preparedness, and adaptability in an unpredictable world. Whether it's the ability to produce chlorine gas in a dire emergency, the blinding power of high-intensity maritime distress flares, or any other versatile prepping items, understanding the regulations and handling these tools responsibly is paramount. As laws continue to tighten, ensuring you have these vital resources before they become restricted can make a significant difference in emergency situations. Stay informed, stay prepared, and most importantly, stay safe.